Enjoying secrets of a sugar daddy? How about a little something extra? Here's today's dose of extra sugar with Marcus.
Hey, this is Marcus, and welcome to this segment of Extra Sugar. Hey, for all the U.S. folks out there, we wish you a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Go have fun. Some of you guys are going to a warmer climate. As far as us Arizonans, a lot of people are leaving and going to a cooler climate. I'm a little jealous because I'm stuck here all weekend working, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. Maybe you're listening to this on your road trip. First of all, don't forget we have a big party coming up in July 12th through 14th. We're giving away 25 Sugar Baby packages. We've got about half of those filled already, so you need to get your applications in if you're interested in coming. It is going to be a fabulous weekend, July 12th through 14th. What it includes for the Sugar Babies is 3 days, 2 nights of accommodations. We're going to have a fun little mixer at the W Hotel in Old Town Scottsdale. It's swanky. It's going to be a great time there. That'll be on Friday night just to get to know everybody. Then Saturday afternoon, we're going to have a pre-party at my house to get ready for the big concert that we're going to. A party bus is going to pick us up, take us to downtown Phoenix, where we have reserved 2 private suites side by side, which include food and drinks to see Hootie and the Blowfish and Collective Soul. It's going to be a great concert. Even if some of you younger Sugar Babies are not familiar with the bands, I can tell you you're going to enjoy the time and enjoy the music and just enjoy meeting everybody. Then the party bus will escort us back to our house. And then on Sunday, we will have a brunch and help people get to the airport or wherever they need to go back home. So, what does this cost for the Sugar Babies? Absolutely nothing. Actually, the only cost that you might incur is your airfare to and from Phoenix, Arizona. Now, we do have some Sugar Daddy sponsors, and we have some funds coming in that will cover a few of the lucky winners' airfare, and we will notify you of that. So just be prepared, though, to either drive here or fly here if you're not local, and then the rest of the weekend is on us. And you will have a great time. It'll be an event you will never forget. It'll be friends from all over the world that you will make. We have people coming as far as Australia, Canada, all parts of the country, the U.S., and you're going to have appearances from favorite guests like Podcast Fanboy will be there, Short King will be there, and that's worth the price of the ticket alone. We've got Dr. Charles coming and so much more. Lillian Trucker will be there. You'll get to meet the beautiful Alejandra, and you're just going to have a great time. So I can't encourage you enough to take advantage of this. Now, we will have another party in November, I believe. So you'll have another chance. But if you're free July 12th through 14th, we'd love to have you. Now, where do you go to sign up for this party or apply for the party? You go to our website, secretsofasugardaddy.com, go to contest, and all the information is there, the terms and conditions, and just fill out the form, and we will send you a confirmation that we received it, and then we'll let you know. Okay. Now, if you are a member of the Patreon, you will get priority status over the public. Now, how much does it cost to become a member of our Patreon group, which is so much fun? It is zero cost. We have a free membership available. And yes, we do post some free items. Now, if you want the full experience, we encourage you to become a VIP supporter of the show. It starts at only $10 a month, and we actually have some discounts if you pay a year. But that will unlock the entire site. And then we also have some coaching and profile review options available. So you'll want to join the family there. I'm telling you, that Patreon group is so much fun, and the people in there are having great conversations. You'll get to hear all the episodes and Extra Sugars first. And then you'll get to see behind-the-scenes photos and videos and announcements. And you'll get to be involved in some polls. We are talking to a few production companies about some upcoming opportunities, and we do need your input on that. And some of you actually may want to be featured in these television or Netflix or HBO programs. So All that information we post on our Patreon. We'd love to have you there, even if it's just a free member. Okay, let's get on with our extra sugar. But before I do, we had such a great recording this week. We met a couple, and I had met her one time like 3 years ago. And you just never know the impact that you're going to have on somebody. But we met for coffee. We talked about sugar dating. She was new into the scene or the lifestyle. And I gave her some tips, told her about the podcast. And even though she wasn't my type, we just continued to stay friends. She wasn't the type that I dated, but she was still an important person. And I just felt like I needed to meet her. And I'm so glad that I did because, like I said, we've stayed in touch over all these years. Yesterday, we recorded a fantastic episode. I cannot wait for you guys to hear it in a couple weeks. But her husband that she met through sugar dating, who is a doctor here in the Arizona area, fabulous guy, well-educated, well-spoken. He actually looks like a linebacker for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, he is a big-built guy. You would never know until he opens his mouth and starts talking how intelligent, how thoughtful, what insight that he has into the dating scene, women and men's personalities, on how you should interact with them. And we got into so many great discussions in the show that we recorded. We are definitely going to have them on again, and you're going to get to meet them at the party. Their name is JJ and Len. And that's another reason that you're going to want to come to the party, because he is a character like no other, and she's just fantastic. She has such a great story, too. She lost 125 pounds. She literally went from the ugly duckling into this beautiful princess and actually started competing in fitness competitions. It's unbelievable. And actually, she has it on her Instagram, the before and after photos, and absolutely amazing. So you're going to want to meet this couple at the least. Or if you can't make the party, that episode will be coming out in a couple weeks. Now, one thing I did want to talk about in today's Extra Sugar is intimacy with sugar daddies. So I was on YouTube, and I like to get a lot of content. I read and watch videos as much as I can about sugar dating just to keep in tune and keep a pulse on what's going out there. And I feel like I have a pretty good heartbeat of what's going on, but I never cease to educate myself and still watch what's going on. So I watched this video yesterday. It's on YouTube, and it's called Sugar Daddy Hunt: When Young Women Chase Rich Old Men. It's called an Endeavor documentary. I believe Endeavor is the production company. They have like over 1 million subscribers. So this video is 45 minutes long, and I think it's similar to something that the production companies are wanting to do with us about sugar dating. And it's very interesting. It was some girl roommates, and they decided to take a stab at sugar dating because they had a lot of financial needs, and they're in some big cities that are very expensive. And it goes into the sugar dating scenes, the meet and greets, what's expected, how do you talk allowance, what's expected for the allowance, how do you talk about it with your family, what your family thinks that you're doing. It gets into a lot of really good subjects. But one thing that this sugar baby wanted was no intimacy. She just basically wanted to find sugar daddies that would pay her for her time and her company. Are they out there? Yes. I have met plenty of people, and there's statistics that say 30 to 40% of sugar babies have no intimacy with their sugar daddies. But I can tell you this right now. After studying the industry or studying the lifestyle as long as I have, being in it, interviewing hundreds and hundreds of sugar daddies and sugar babies, intimacy is very important to most everybody. I mean, we as human beings are sexual beings in nature. That's the way God designed us, and He designed us to be attracted to the opposite sex, and some of you for the same sex, but we are sexual beings, and we have needs that are just wound into our DNA. For the most part, A sexless relationship is just friendship. And most men who are out there sugar dating, they've had friendship with their wives or with other people that they just did not have a good sexual connection with, or weren't feeling like their needs were met. Me personally, sex is not the only thing I'm looking for, and I make that very clear all throughout the podcast. Is it important to me? Absolutely. I love sex as much as anybody. I'm 56 years old. I could still have sex 3 to 5 times a day. Just ask Alejandra. Like, I'm very wired and still very fertile, and my testosterone is still running very high. Thank goodness, because I had always wondered if I would lose it, quote unquote, as I got older, but I found that I really haven't. But that's not the only thing that I'm looking for. I value your time. I value great conversation. I value the laughs that we have and the enjoyment that we have living life. It does make sex so much more intimate. It does make sex so much more fulfilling. But a relationship without sex is very hard for me. I mean, basically, then you're just a friend. So these girls were hunting for sugar daddies that didn't want to have sex with them, and they were wanting to get paid for their time. What they found, though, was that the compensation is going to be a lot less than, if it was a full intimate relationship that they were having with their sugar daddy. I mean, that's kind of expected. And what they're finding is that these relationships don't last very long. I'm a patient guy. I don't have to rush into sex on the first date, the second date, even the fifth date. But eventually, I'm going to want that to be a part of the relationship. Are sugar daddies just out there paying young women for sex? That's what a lot of people think. But no, that's not it at all. We can be very patient. Matter of fact, the doctor and his wife that we just interviewed, they talked about sex on the very first date and made it clear that that was going to be an important part of the relationship. Yet they did not have sex until after a month of being together. So let's get rid of that misconception that old men are just paying young girls for sex. We are willing to wait, and we are willing to develop the relationship, because I think that's very important. But if you are looking for a platonic relationship with a sugar daddy, you may have one for a short period of time, but eventually it's going to end, and now you got to look for another one and another one and another one, and it's an exhausting process, and it's very, very frustrating. And I think this is what that girl started finding out, was men are not willing to spend their time, their hard-earned money, help you with all these expenses, help you develop your life without anything in return. That gets a little bit old. It's like a take relationship, and then you're, as a sugar baby, not returning anything except maybe some conversation and your company, which, frankly, I could have that with a number of people for free. I don't need to pay somebody just to sit there and talk to me. Now, is sex an important part when you meet somebody on Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or any of these other dating sites? Of course it is. So I don't think people are going on those sites, swiping right, trying to meet a match, thinking, I don't want to have sex with any of these people. I just want to meet them and have friends. That's not happening, because, like I said, we are biologically wired to be sexually attracted to people and to fulfill those needs. So it is a very important part of all kinds of dating, not just sugar dating. But more importantly, if your expectations in sugar dating is not to have sex with your sugar daddy, you're chasing down a road that's going to be very, very difficult to travel. It's there, and it's happening, and you're going to hear stories, but it's going to be a very frustrating journey for you. So what I would suggest is, if you're not interested in having sex with a sugar daddy, at least in the beginning, at least don't take that option off the table. Get to know them, get comfortable with them. And that's what this girl in this video did. Like after a while, she started really liking this guy, finding out that he was much deeper than she had ever imagined. He had more to offer than what she had imagined, than just a financial compensation for her being there to talk to him. And then when it came time actually to be intimate with him, she freaked out and left. Basically, that ended the whole relationship. So if you're not comfortable with that, or with the potential of having sex with your sugar daddy, then I would suggest you don't sugar date. I think, unfortunately, my opinion is that you're just wasting a lot of time where you could be hunting for somebody else somewhere else that maybe that you eventually want to form a stronger bond with and get married to and see yourself maybe having a family or a future with somebody. But sugar daddies are out there to have their needs fulfilled, not just sexual needs, but their complete needs. But if you take sex out of the equation, it's going to make it very difficult. I heard this comedian, say, and it was really funny. He said, I didn't buy the house just for the bathroom, but if you take it away, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. And he was referring to, I'm not dating you just for the sex, but if you take it away, it's just not going to work. So just wanted to give you some real talk, critique this video I saw. It was very good. I recommend that you watch it. It was very well done. The interviews were good. The documentary was good. And hopefully we can do a documentary of our own very soon. All right. Hope you enjoyed today's Extra Sugar. Again, have a fun and safe Memorial Day weekend. Don't forget to join our Patreon. We're going to be posting lots of great things there. And then, hey, come party with us. It's coming up. It's just, it's a few weeks away in July, mid-July. But you're going to want to come to Phoenix. It will be hot. I can just tell you that right now. The temperature will be hot. The sugar babies will be hot. And the scene will be on fire, and it's just going to be such a great weekend that you will never forget. All right, until next time, bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed your Extra Sugar with Marcus. As always, visit our website, secretsofasugardaddy.com, to comment or tell us your story.